What is the latest on
Morning,
Kyrie, and when do we expect to know more about his status for Game 5?
Well, he left the arena in Milwaukee yesterday with a walking boot on, with crutches. I don't think there's a great expectation that he can turn this around and be ready for Game 5, but he's got a day in between here for treatment, for rehab on that ankle. But it sure felt last night like, I don't know if the word's a significant sprain, but certainly a real sprain. And I don't think, and I think it'll be the same with James Harden, we'll have a real sense until tomorrow pregame. But I think with Kyrie Irving, the Nets were certainly preparing for the reality that they wouldn't have him in Game 5 and perhaps even longer. But, sometimes with injuries, the x-rays were negative. Perhaps there's a way that turns around in the next 24, 48 hours. But certainly the Nets were prepared for worse than that.
Woj, how does this play into the way that the Nets and the medical staff and the front office look at the James Harden situation based on where they are with Kyrie?
Yeah, Keyshawn, human nature is that, listen, if James Harden is close and he can play, you'd want him to play. I don't think they're necessarily handling it that way. They've got to handle it as a separate case, independent from really the Kyrie Irving situation. James Harden had made progress and had started to work his way back, but there was no sense that he may be ready for Game 5. Steve Nash had said yesterday that there was still a gap that he had to close to be back. But knowing Harden, what a competitor he is, often earlier this year when he had that hamstring injury, the Nets had to kind of save him from himself. He wanted to keep playing through it. And so this is going to be a real difficult choice for them because they still have a little bit of a cushion. It's 2-2. They're not down 3-2. And so do they try to buy more time and play a Game 5 without Harden, knowing that we can't be eliminated, and give him more rest, more time, and then perhaps bring him back when you're facing elimination? Those are all the questions that they've got facing them. I don't think they have the answers to them yet. And I think with Harden, especially with an injury like that, they'll take it right up to the game, see how he feels warming up, whether that's Game 5 or Game 6. But the Nets are in a real tough spot here with both Irving and Harden out, and trying to put a lineup together that could perhaps win a Game 5 and at least maybe give them a little more of that cushion away from elimination to buy them more time for Kyrie Irving, James Harden.